This is Floci, a free open source local AWS emulator. 45 services, 24 millisecond startup, 90 megabyte Docker image, MIT licensed, and a drop-in replacement for LocalStack community on the same port 4566 your existing tooling already targets. 9,800 Git hub stars. Java compiled with Quarkus Native to produce a tiny binary. No auth token, no usage restrictions, no premium-only services hidden behind a subscription. The story behind why this project exists is the part worth understanding. LocalStack started as the de facto open source AWS emulator. Over the last few years, it has progressively moved its best features into a paid pro tier, with the free community edition increasingly degraded in service, coverage, and behavior fidelity. Floci is the response. Same protocol, same port, same SDKs, full feature parity, MIT license, and committed to staying free. Floci is an AWS API emulator that runs locally in a Docker container or as a native binary on your developer machine. When you point an AWS SDK at it instead of the real AWS endpoints, it accepts the same authenticated requests, returns the same response shapes, and maintains the same state semantics. But everything stays on your machine, runs offline, and costs nothing. The architecture is unusual for this category. Most AWS emulators are Python services that simulate behavior. Floci is written in Java and compiled to a native binary using Quarkus Native, which is why the startup time is 24 milliseconds and the idle memory footprint is 13 megabytes. For stateful services like Lambda, RDS, Elasticache, and ECS, Floci spins up real Docker containers under the hood. So your Lambda invocation actually runs your code in a container. Your RDS database is actually Postgres. Your Elasticache is actually Redis. The behavioral fidelity is much closer to real AWS than most emulators bother to achieve. The performance metrics here are unusually precise for an emulator project. 24 millisecond startup time, which means you can spin up an entire mock AWS environment per test run without paying any practical latency cost. 90 megabyte Docker image, an order of magnitude smaller than the typical LocalStack image. 13 megabytes of idle memory once the service is running, which means you can run Floci continuously on a developer laptop without noticing it. 45 AWS services covered, including the major ones: S3, DynamoDB, Lambda, RDS, ECS, EC2, SNS, SQS, CloudWatch, Kinesis. 9,800 Gate hub stars, 832 forks. The latest tagged release is version 1.5.15, which dropped today. MIT licensed. The release cadence has been weekly since the project went public, and every single release ships with the compatibility test suite passing across all 5 major AWS SDK languages. The feature set is exactly what an AWS developer actually needs locally, not just the easy parts. Drop-in protocol compatibility with port 4566, which means existing tooling that targets LocalStack works without any code changes. Real Docker containers for stateful services. Lambda actually runs your code in a container. RDS is actually Postgres. ECS actually launches container tasks. EC2 actually spawns small VMs. Multiple storage modes. Pure in-memory for ephemeral test runs. Persistent fileback for development workflows that need state across restarts. Hybrid for the case where you want some services persistent and others ephemeral, plus a write-ahead log mode for ACID guarantees on the metadata. Multi-account isolation, which means CI pipelines testing multi-tenant AWS deployments can run dozens of mock accounts in parallel inside one Floci instance. First-class test containers, modules for Java, Node, JS, and Python that integrate cleanly with existing test suites. Compatibility tested against the AWS CLI, Bodo 3, the AWS SDKs for Java, Node.js, Python, Go, and Rust, plus Terraform, OpenTofu, and AWS CDK. The whole thing ships as a single 40 megabyte native binary if you don't want Docker at all. Getting Floci running on your developer machine is genuinely as fast as the marketing copy claims. Pull the official Docker image, drop a single line entry into your Docker compose file pointing at port 4566. Bring it up. The container starts in 24 milliseconds and is immediately ready to accept AWS SDK requests. If you already have LocalStack compatible tooling, Terraform configs, AWS CDK stacks, boto3 scripts pointed at localhost on 45 at 66, you change exactly nothing. The endpoint URL stays the same. The SDK clients keep working. The only difference is that the responses now come from Floci instead of LocalStack, and the services you were paying for in LocalStack Pro are available for free. From a fresh developer machine to a working Floci instance is well under 5 minutes the first time, and 10 seconds for every subsequent project that needs it. Compared to LocalStack directly, the trade-offs are clear and easy to reason about. LocalStack has the bigger community, the longer track record, more enterprise adoption, and a pro tier that genuinely funds active development across a wide service surface. It also gates many of the services and behaviors that developers actually need. Extended IAM, advanced S3 features, step functions, advanced Lambda runtimes, multi-region, behind subscription tiers that start around $35 per developer per month and scale up from there for teams. Floci asks nothing in exchange. The full 45 services are in the open source build. Multi-account isolation, multi-region, real container runtimes, all free. The trade-offs are that Floci is younger, has a smaller community, covers slightly fewer services than the full LocalStack Pro surface, and has had less time to absorb edge case behavior quirks. For most developers, those trade-offs are a fine deal. For developers running specifically the AWS services that Floci doesn't yet emulate, LocalStack Pro is still the right call. Use the right tool for what you actually need. Floci is built on Quarkus Native, which is the part of the project that makes the performance numbers actually credible. Quarkus is a Java framework specifically optimized for ahead-of-time compilation to native binaries via GraalVM, which is how a Java project ends up with a 24 millisecond startup time and a 90 megabyte Docker image. That's not a feature you can bolt onto an existing emulator. It's an architecture decision that has to be made from day one, and the Floci EO maintainers made the right call. The license is MIT, which is the most permissive option available. The project has an explicit public commitment to staying free. The README states there will be no pro tier, no auth tokens, and no usage restrictions ever. For a piece of developer infrastructure that becomes painful to migrate away from once your team's test suite depends on it, that commitment is what makes the project trustworthy in the long term. The funding model is sponsorships and community donations, no commercial entity behind the code base. If you want to try Floci, the fastest path is the official Docker image. Pull it, run it on port 4566, point your existing AWS tooling at it. If you have LocalStack compatible code already, it works without changes. If you're starting from scratch, the documentation site has working examples for the Java, Node.js, and Python test containers modules. The native binary is a good option for developers who don't want a Docker dependency in their development setup. Drop the 40 megabyte binary in your path and run it directly. The repository is linked in the description. If this video saved you a LocalStack Pro subscription, star the repository on GitHub. Visibility actually matters for a young project competing against a well-funded commercial alternative. Subscribe to AwesomeFOSS for more open source tools that actually replace the proprietary defaults.